What is up, Internet Land? Zacham's Prime, aka Zacham's Prime, here with the Transformers Third Party Legends review. Today, the figure that I'm taking a look at is the Newage Hound, or what's his third party name? I don't remember. I had this box on hand, but it's not like immediately available to me. So, okay, fine, hold on. According to the packaging, his name is either Jeep or Scott. There it says Jeep. There it says Jeep. 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 So I guess his name is Jeep. Which is really only, fitting since he turns into a Jeep. But clearly, it's gotta be Hound, right? It's gotta be. But yeah, dang dude, this guy looks awesome. Like he looks like the Masterpiece Hound, except he's only this big. He looks really, really flippin' good. And he seems a lot less fragile than the Masterpiece Hound was, so. This is the one thing that I don't like about this figure. So he's got his tire, the tire that forms for the back of the car, of the Jeep. Jeep. You actually pull it off and then physically replace it onto the back of the Jeep. But the peg that's on the back of his foot doesn't really hold on that well. I need to go in there with like a spot of like nail varnish or something just to thicken that peg, because this work fits perfectly on the back of the vehicle, but it doesn't fit so great on the back of his heel. But anyhow, in terms of accessories, he comes with his little shoulder missile thing. I love that it's got the this is clearly the trigger for the spring-loaded mechanism that the old 80s toy had. That just fits under this hole here. And that'll articulate up and down, and it's a peg, so if you wanted to, you can move it side to side as well. That peg does fold out, so you could also put it in his hand. But I just, it's very much in his character for it to sit over his shoulder. He comes with this his little pistol here. Kind of a distinctive looking pistol specifically for Hound. And that does come with this little cone piece that slots into it, so that I think he scanned something with it. If I recall correctly. I actually watched the first 3 episodes not too long ago. But there's that. And then he comes with an accessory for his alt mode that we'll get to in his alt mode. And last but not least, he comes with a leg. Yep, he comes with a leg. But anyhow, in terms of articulation, I mentioned that his gun goes up and down. His head is on a ball joint, so it'll rotate all the way around. It'll look up quite a bit. It'll look down maybe a tiny bit. Shoulders are on ball joints. They'll go all the way around, come out for the full tree pose. He's got like 3 joints in his elbow, in this tiny-ass little elbow. First of all, it's a double-jointed elbow, so it'll bend up all the way. But he also has a dedicated rotation. It's below his upper elbow joint, but above his lower elbow joint, so that he can still bend his elbow and make use of that articulation. Of course, he does have a little bit of rotation in that ball joint, as ball joints being the way they are. He does have a little bit of ab crunch there and a waist swivel. His waist swivel is a bit off center, and it will not go all the way around just due to the engineering here, but it'll get you. I mean, in terms of being off center, it's a little weird, but not super weird, especially if you're only turning him like so, you know, which is all you really ever need to turn the waist on a figure anyhow, which is why I don't feel like it matters that it doesn't go all the way around either. His hips go forward that much, they go backwards that much, they go out for the full Van Damme, they have a dedicated thigh swivel, double jointed knees. His foot is on a swivel and a ball joint, so you get some forward and back, mostly forward, and a little bit of rotation out of that. And all in all, this is a very good looking figure. I was waiting for Newage to come out with a Hound figure, because that was one of the ones that I really just needed for my collection, I felt. Hound is a distinctive and important character in the G1 series, and I didn't have any legend scale representation of him on my shelf. Magic Square beat them by a few months, and I don't have a Magic Square one because I held out. But correct me if I'm wrong, but I know Hound normally has big feet, but like the Magic Square Hound has got like freaking clown shoes. They're huge. But yeah, in terms of size comparison, here he is next to Optimus Prime. So he is about the right size for one of the Carbots, which makes sense because I think that everybody kind of considers him one of the Carbots, even though he turns into a Jeep, not a car, right? But anyhow, let's get him transformed up. His transformation is interesting and fun. I like it. So, where we want to start is, well, he's got a windshield here. You can pull up on this panel here, rotate that around, but we're not going to do anything with that at the moment yet. He has these panels here. Basically, the way you work them is they kind of pop out from here. They'll tab in a few places down here, and then you can rotate them like so. And it's cool because there's so much stuff that's hidden in here, you know? You'll fold out this wheel until it hits that peg. You'll rotate this by 180 degrees. And then it comes down like so. You can open up this panel here on the back of his arm and then fold that out. And that's the door. And as I recall, yeah, this whole thing is going to double joint in. So you want to rotate this so that the arm sits here. Basically, you don't want to have the gap of the ball joint facing out like that. You want to have the gap facing in. And that will allow you to rotate the arm in such a way that then you can use his double jointed elbows to accordion the arm in. And I don't remember exactly where to put the hand at the moment. But I want to say I did find it super cool the way that transformation works. Just how it all folds in and whatnot. Gosh, it's just cool. It's just cool. All right, we'll do the same for the other side. Bring this out, rotate this around. You want to rotate this tire forward until it stops. You want to rotate this green bracket here 180 degrees. And then make sure that this arm is sitting like this so that this section will be facing here and that the ball joint, the gap for the ball joint, is going to be towards the inside, because now we're going to fold this out. Rotate this out, pop this open, fold this out. And you'll see here that there's a this little like puzzle piece tab here. That's going to fold up and fit into this puzzle piece hole, like so. But with these both done, now you can take his head and fold it in. Maybe it wants to be turned around first. That'll fold that in there, flush. I think this will fold up like that. And then what you want to do is, there's a tab, you can see it right in here. This tab right in there. And you want to carefully pop that open. And then with that all out of the way, you'll have the space to actually tab these into each other. And actually, when those arms come in, this little slot on this side of the arm will fit into this tab right here, like so. And that's the front of them all done. Now, you can have gearwalk mode hound if you really want to. That's a bad joke. Now for his legs are super cool. His legs are as cool as the front. I mean, I love this thing. So first of all, his feet turn completely inside out. So if you start here, that comes out, and then this side comes out. And then this will come around like so. And this will come around like so. And then they'll plug back into each other. Well, actually, let me get this into position first. I believe it rotates here at the hip. Nope, I was wrong. You want to fold this part out. And then open up his foot. Well, actually, this is not his foot. This is the back of his leg. And that's the little seat, the headrest and the butt rest. Rotate that around there. That's basically how that works. So we'll do the same again here. So we'll pull out the back of his leg, open up the seat portion. And then we'll take his foot, open this up, fold this all the way inside out, rotate this around, fold it in, make sure all the tabs line up. And then we'll just plug this into itself up here. There's his seats. I'm just going to straighten up the bottom of the seats just for the sake of my mental health. And that's basically it right there. Now we can take his wheel, stick it back on the back of his vehicle mode, and there's his vehicle mode. It's a fantastic looking little Jeep. Like, this looks as good as, well, almost as good as the Masterpiece. This looks as good as the alternator sound from back in the day. It's very nice. Very nice. Rolls on its wheels just fine. You can attach his missile launcher into the back, though that doesn't really seem to sit super well. You can attach this little doohickey into the back. This definitely fits better. And that'll go up and down. And then you can rotate it about this peg. It also comes with a canopy that will just plug into both of these holes here and just go in like so. I don't remember him looking like that in the show. I'd have to look into it to see where that comes with. He does come with one other accessory, which is this cage here. I haven't even opened it up yet. I'm a terrible toy owner. Refusing to open my toys. What the hell? Well, it just so happens that I can take care of that right freaking now. I don't think that there's any instructions in the box for how to put this together. Clean that up. Clean that up. That's already pretty good. And that needs to be cleaned up a little bit. All right. Yeah, if this isn't self-explanatory, then I'm basically boned, but I think that this is going to be completely self-explanatory. Oh, hey, look, they've got the Newage detail on that. Does that make it the top or the bottom? Aside from that Newage decal, these are exactly the same. I bet they go like this. Which means I'm going to put the Newage on the top. Actually, I bet you it goes like this. Because I'll have these pegs here. And this will go across the back. And then this will tab in. So he comes with the cage that Ravage was trapped in. And in fact, I have Ravage here. Ravage is sold separately. He does not come with Hound. I want to stress that real quickly. But he fits right inside that cage, just like so. And put him in there. Looking even more than usual like a naughty tuxedo cat. Boy, don't I know what that's like. Behave. I'm actually really surprised that Hound didn't come with like a little key accessory to attach onto his hip. But there you have it. That's all of his stuff. Honestly, Newage Hound, super awesome. The one thing that I haven't really talked about in depth is this leg. This leg is for a Build-A-Figure. It's going to make a oh, what was it called? That like body horror thing that that was made up of several spare parts from several Transformers, and then like connected up with Daniel's or Spike's, Spike's mind, and I don't know, but they're doing that as a Build-A-Figure. Several figures are going to come with it, and I don't know. I guess I'll have to talk about that if and when, especially if I ever complete that. I already think that I've got. I think that one of them was supposed to come with Wheeljack, and I didn't get the version of Wheeljack that had that, so I may already be out of the running for completing that. I'd have to look into it, but that's what I've got. Newage Hound Jeep, Newage Jeep. Super awesome figure. Super awesome figure. Hardly recommend this. Anyhow, everybody, thanks for watching. You guys are fantastic. Everybody stay awesome and be good to each other. See ya. Yeah.